Though, and for the home side, Didier Agathe was in doubt but gets a start. No such luck for Swedish striker Henrik Larsson, who's nursing a broken jaw. Indeed, there will be John Hartson and Chris Sutton leading the attack. It's a largely familiar Rangers lineup, although Jerome Bonicel, on loan from French club Bordeaux, replaces injured Dutchman Arthur Newman. Socceroo Craig Moore will marshal the defence, and he'll need to be alert, with Celtic desperate for a win. Celtic Park is the venue with over 58,000 fans in attendance, and your commentator is Simon Hill.
Well, if you've never witnessed the intensity of a Glasgow derby, then take a firm grip of your chair. For these matches, I warn you, are not for the faint-hearted. The Milan derby has colour, the Real Madrid-Barcelona derby has political history, the Manchester derby has passion. But this game has all three of those elements, with the added spice that most of these matches have the words Championship Decider written all over them. The Scottish League Championship pennant has hung as often at either Parkhead or Ibrox as the boat race has been won by Oxford or Cambridge. And it's no different this year. Celtic or Rangers, green or blue, you will not find a neutral on Derby Day in Glasgow. There's Rab Douglas, the Celtic goalkeeper, who was blamed for all three of the Rangers' goals in the 3-3 draw here at Parkhead back in October, and indeed one of the goals in Celtic's subsequent 3-2 defeat against Rangers at Ibrox in December. He's a key man for Celtic today, as too is the man at the other end, Stefan Klos, German-born, but he knows what the Glasgow derby means to every Scotsman of every age. Rangers in their traditional blue shirts and white shorts. It's Celtic in their green and white hoops. And Celtic, the home team, will be kicking towards the Lisbon Lions stand. It was once known as the Jungle when this ground, this famous old ground, was all terracing. The Jungle replaced by the Lions. Rangers there kicking from right to left towards the Jock Stein stand after the famous Celtic manager that brought the European Cup to these shores for the first time ever way back in 1967. There's Paul Lambert, the veteran Celtic captain, European Cup winner with Borussia Dortmund back in the mid-1990s. Throw into Rangers. Jerome Bonicel, the young Frenchman on loan from Bordeaux, gets his first touch. Here's Barry Ferguson, the Rangers captain, as the visitors sweep play from left to right. The tempo always quick in these games. Lovenkrantz gets an early touch, bundled off it. And Celtic can clear their lines. You can hardly hear yourself think in Celtic Park. Now Klos is going to have to be quick here, under pressure from Chris Sutton, the Englishman. Fernando Rickson, challenged from behind by Stilian Petrov. Very much a multicultural event these days, this derby. There's Klos again. We've got Germans, we've got Dutchmen, we've got Swedes. Almost every nationality, certainly in Europe, is represented. Very few Scotsmen on the pitch, which is perhaps one of the reasons why Bertie Vogts has trouble picking a competitive 11 these days. Get used to the boos in the background. You'll hear them many times throughout the afternoon, especially when a Rangers player has the ball. And then was that a foul against Chris Sutton? Looked as though he was lent upon. The referee, incidentally, today is Mike McCurry. Lorenzo Amoruso, always a combative defender on these sort of occasions. Did look to be leaning all over Sutton. Referee happy to let that one go. Alan Thompson trying to trick his way past Craig Moore. That will be a free kick. Australia represented it as well, of course, in the shape of Craig Moore. No question that Sutton was brought to the seat of his pants on that occasion. That's cranked the decibel level up at Celtic Park a notch or two. Plenty of men in the box to aim for. Towards the near post. And Hartson was up, he's won the corner. Well, it was a difficult ball to deal with. Just came off the shoulder of Shota Arveladze, the Georgian. Petrov with the corner, first of the game to Celtic. Now surely Arteta wasn't the required 10 metres. Referee McCurry is going to bring them back. Well, Arteta looks angelic. They certainly infringed the rules there. The referee has to have nerves of steel on occasions like this. Experienced official Mike McCurry. Again it goes towards the near post. Oh, and everybody missed it. John Hartson got a touch on it at the far post. Just didn't get enough purchase on the ball. Well, Maurice Ross had a swing at it. Hartson got better contact, but not enough. John Hartson hoping to go to Portugal with Wales. The 2004 European Championships. They're going very well in their qualifying group. Domestic matters on his mind at the moment. Long chase for Neil McCann. Got the throw in. Here's Ferguson. Short little ball into Arteta. Back to Ferguson. This is a patient build-up from Rangers. Bonacel's cross. Not the best, and Celtic are having difficulty in getting the ball away. Bonacel again into the box, and then a shot from distance from Arteta. Not too far away. It's a good opportunity for Rangers. Well, the Celtic defenders guilty of ball watching. He certainly left Arveladze free, and he just teed it up for Arteta. Alex McLeish, the Rangers manager, thinks his player should have scored. Arteta, who played for the Spanish under-21 side a few weeks back against Germany, very much a player of the future. Arveladze, rather more experienced, formerly with Ajax in the Dutch Eredivisie. Hartson wins the header. Rickson just tugging at the shirt of a Celtic player. Hartson continues his run, gets the shot in. They had the sting taken out of the shot. The deflection came off the Australian Craig Moore. Hartson's so difficult to stop. He's like a tank when he's going forward inside the penalty area. Here's Bonacel. Arteta. Tackles flying in. Bonacel again. Amoruso. Celtic fans still remember that. A lead shove in the back in the penalty area in the opening 5 minutes. Now I'll be under pressure. Back to his goalkeeper, Rab Douglas. Has to clear first time. Picked up by Valgaeren. Lennon. Lovely touch by Chris Sutton. Valgaeren had continued his run. It seemed a 50-50 challenge between him and Peter Lovenkrantz. But Lovenkrantz has been penalised. Doesn't look too impressed with the decision. Valgaeren, the Belgian international. Here's Thompson. Going to go through two Rangers players, and again the Celtic fans want a free kick. Oh, rather lunged at the ball, did Barry Ferguson. It might fall for Petrov, whose shot gets a deflection. And Stefan Klost again happy to see that one deflected wide. Sutton's touch, and Petrov was set up nicely there. Just took a touch off the boot of Amoruso. Lovely turn by Sutton. Knew exactly where Petrov was. Klost just organising his defenders. Celtic have been mainly on top in this game so far. Rangers reduced to playing on the counter. Thompson with the corner. Towards the far post this time. Yarby headed well. Hartson just couldn't turn it around, then a clash of legs inside the penalty area. And that will be a free kick to Rangers. Ferguson ever involved in the thick of the action with Guus Valgaeren. Well, a real tangle of legs. I think the referee got it right. Those of you who like your statistics, they played 289 times, have Celtic and Rangers. There's Didier Agathe, incidentally. He's been substituted due to an injury. Momo Silla is on. 289 games between Celtic and Rangers. Rangers have the upper hand, 118 to 86 in terms of victories, with 85 draws. And they haven't lost to Celtic since the latter end of 2001. Despite Celtic winning the last two championships, Alex McLeish starting to turn things round for Rangers. Long free kick inside the Rangers penalty area though. And Maurice Ross has been forced to concede the corner. Celtic are almost into double figures. They haven't yet managed to press this advantage home in terms of goals. Petrov with the corner again. Plenty of men to aim for. Mjalby's up, Sutton's up, so is Kloss. Might fall for Silla, who completely misses his kick. Still Silla. Rangers still not averted for Rangers. Decent cross towards the far post, and Sutton was lurking. Might be a shot from distance again, and again the Rangers defence charge it down. Here's Lambert. And it cannons off the leg of Fernando Rickson, which will be yet another corner. Petrov with the shot, and then it fell for Paul Lambert. The Rangers defence did its job in the shape of Fernando Rickson, the Argentine. More movements on the near post. And again, I think it came off a Rangers defender. Be another corner. It's a procession at the moment. Celtic, remember, 6 points adrift of the leaders Rangers at start of play today. Really, a defeat today would leave a gap that would be almost insurmountable at this stage of the season. Goes towards the near post. Chris Sutton just wasn't able to turn it around. In fact, it was Valgairen who got the final touch. Rab Douglas getting a rare touch on the ball. Hardly had a save to make in this game so far. Remains 0-0. Goes Hartson. Salah challenges for the ball. Does well to keep it in play. Russo's there for Rangers, but only briefly. This has been the pattern of the game in this first half. Rangers happy to sit back and soak up huge amounts of pressure, but Kloss hasn't had too many saves to make either. This is Thompson. Just tries to dink it down the line. Lambert wins the throw. Maurice Ross, already a Scottish international, even at 21. Thompson. That's in front of him, and Arteta just nicked it off Thompson's toe. Mjalby, just inside the centre circle. Under pressure from Arveladze, the Swede does well. Sutton turns it out to Silla, or almost did. Silla applauds the pass. Rangers pen back in that final third of their own field. Mjalby with another header. So too John Hartson. Sutton in a bit of space. Has Thompson out wide on the left-hand side. This looks more promising for Celtic. Decent ball in. Up goes Hartson. And McCurry, the referee Mike McCurry, has spotted an infringement by the Welshman against Amoruso. Well, that's a real clash of the heavyweights. The Welshman and the Italian. In fact, it was a shove in the back of Bonacel by John Hartson. Thompson's delivery, always dangerous. Rangers champions of Scotland's top division on 49 occasions, which is a world record. Celtic on 38 occasions, including the last two. They have to win here today. They're in pretty good form at home, are Celtic. Won their last 6 home matches. And then again, Rangers have won their last 6 away. So something has to give. Balder had to watch that one carefully. Mjalby thought about giving in to his goalkeeper, and eventually did. Poor clearance though by Rab Douglas. Picked up by Bonacel, who's been busy in this first half. He's only playing due to an injury to Arthur Newman. Lennon. Here's Lambert. Celtic crowd urging their team to get it forward. Petrov does it now. Slide rule pass inside the penalty area. And again, Craig Moore is... Well, those tackles are dangerous against Alan Thompson inside the penalty area. This will give us a better angle. Well, there was certainly no contact with the ball from Craig Moore. Seen penalties given for less. Well, Martin O'Neill wasn't sure. Arteta, that's a decent ball. Here's Lovenkrantz. Just couldn't get his toe around the ball. Swift counter-attack though by Rangers. Good threaded pass through from Mikel Arteta. A yellow card shown to Chris Sutton for the challenge on Lorenzo Amoruso. Well, those two have had a battle royal all the way throughout this first half. Well, was Sutton backing in, or was Amoruso charging in? Make your own minds up. Sutton wants to make more of it. And quite rightly, Alan Thompson was saying the last thing Celtic need is to go down to 10 men in a game of this magnitude. Well, that is indeed the half-time whistle. The first half finishes on a sour note with the booking of Chris Sutton, but it's goalless at the break. Celtic 0, Rangers 0.
SBS Sport and the team at the World Game are giving you the chance to win one of 10 fantastic World Game prize packs. Each prize pack is valued at more than $500 and includes an Adidas Socceroo jersey as worn against England, a Mitre ISO marksman soccer ball autographed by everyone on the TWG team, a DVD of the hit movie Bend It Like Beckham from Warner Home Video, a FIFA 2003 PlayStation 2 game from EA Sports, an official World Game polo shirt and cap, heaps of SBS soccer stuff, including the SBS Dictionary of Soccer and the SBS Encyclopedia of Soccer, and lots of other goodies, all stuffed into your very own Adidas backpack. All you have to do to win is answer this simple question in 25 words or less. Why do you believe football is the most popular sport and has become the world game? TWG is giving away a prize pack each week to the best and most creative answers. So get cracking and email your answers to twgcompetition@sbs.com.au for your chance to be the ultimate TWG fan. Please include your name and contact details in your email.
So goalless between these two great Glasgow rivals at half-time. No doubt that Rangers will have had the busier team talk under Alex McLeish. They've been mainly on the back foot in the first 45 minutes. But Celtic's Martin O'Neill might just worry that with all the territorial possession his side has had, they've been unable to convert that into a goal. Start of a hectic period for Celtic. They've got two games coming up with Liverpool in the UEFA Cup, interspersed with the CIS Insurance Cup final against today's opposition, Rangers. It's at Hampden Park, just down the road from both Celtic Park and Ibrox. That's a good towering header by Chris Sutton. Suggestion of a handball against Amoruso. Well, he's had an interesting afternoon, hasn't he, Lorenzo Amoruso? Penalty appeals against him, and that tussle with Chris Sutton towards the end of the first half, which led to a booking for the Celtic man. Again, the Rangers defence under pressure, as they were throughout the first half. Thompson's cross, a little bit deep. Sinlar got the header, couldn't get any direction. And Thompson's delivery on that left flank has caused no ends of problems for the Rangers defence. Rickson with the touch. Ross. Rickson had continued his run. A challenge by Valgaeren. It was Paul Lambert, the Celtic captain. Ferguson. Amaruso. Rickson giving the ball away only momentarily. Rangers just can't keep the ball inside the centre circle. Celtic midfield has been dominant. There's Arteta though restoring order for the visitors. And Lascelles little ball forward. Salah will now give chase. 50-50 tussle between Bonacel and Momo Salah. One for Didier Agathe, remember, in the first half. Agathe is not fully fit. He's barely been able to train this week, but Martin O'Neill tried to risk him, and the gamble only lasted 35 minutes. Here is Salah. Tackles as keen now as they were in the first minute. Lambert, chip inside the box. It's awkward for Amaruso, and Chris Sutton has won the corner for Celtic. Well, the bounce made it difficult for the Italian. Well, Lambert's ball had some spin on it as well. Sutton's an awkward customer. Only playing because of Henrik Larsson's broken jaw. Celtic's top scorer, of course. Another corner for Celtic. This time it'll be an in-swinger. Thompson to take. Towards John Hartson with a header. Oh, and the former Wimbledon man should have done a lot better with that. Where was the Rangers marking? A free header for Hartson, and he should have hit the target. Well, no doubt that that's Celtic's best chance of the game. O'Neill knows it. Celtic's last league defeat was against Rangers in that 3-2 game I was mentioning at the start back in December. Rangers were beaten at Motherwell over Christmas. That was their last league reverse, and ever since it's been you win one and we'll win one so far as Celtic and Rangers are concerned. That's why these games are so important in the context of the SPL title, as Amaruso concedes another corner. Rangers yet to have a corner, incidentally. Towards the near post, again the ball flashes across the Rangers penalty area. Salah will retrieve it. Balde with the cross. And a shot from distance. I think it was by Neil Lennon. Another corner. Arvalanta got the block. Rangers are defending in numbers. How long are they going to be able to keep Celtic out? Yalby's up to support from the defence. Towards the near post, and again it was a Rangers blue shirt that got in ahead of a Celtic green and white hoop one. Here's Hudson trying to acrobatically give Celtic the lead. Just couldn't get his toe around the ball, and Craig Moore was able to clear. There's no more than a hopeful header back inside the Rangers penalty area. Hartson chested it down well enough. Russo with a firm header, but well, the Rangers have given the ball away, and that wasn't too far away from Alan Thompson. Oh, a real careless pass. Murray Ferguson, I think it was. Sea Cap Maurice Ross only succeeded in giving it to Thompson. There is Henrik Larsson, not too long before he's back in action. I think his wife or his girlfriend or whoever it is wants to join in with the songs. She's obviously a Celtic fan. There's Hartson, who's pulled off to the wide left position. Ball just too far in front of Chris Sutton. Just had it back. Arteta's ball through for Lovenkrantz. This is a rare opportunity for Rangers, and a decent shot by Lovenkrantz, but the angle was just too wide. Well, Arteta saw the opportunity. Lovenkrantz wasn't offside. The angle was tight. Well, a point would certainly do Rangers. keep them 6 in front of their nearest rivals. Celtic really need to go for the jugular. Here's Sutton trying to do just that. Craig Moore surely just stepped right across Chris Sutton then. Celtic fans wanted a free kick for obstruction. Yalby. Petrov. Lovely skills by the Bulgarian. Celtic certainly playing all the football. There's Bobo Baldo. Home fans urging him to get the ball forward. Yalby will do just that. Hartson and Amoruso tangling as they have done all afternoon. Stefan Kloss with a little chip towards McCann, but he's given the ball away almost immediately. Lambert still sprightly, even though being in his mid-30s. Rickson gets in his way. And a suggestion of obstruction. Referee doesn't give it. Now this is a chance for a breakaway for Rangers. Here's Arteta, only Lovenkrantz up with him. He's joined by 2 or 3 colleagues now, but well, he was just bundled out of it. Rangers moves just break down too quickly. Chris Sutton with a header. Here's a chance, John Hartson. It's 1-0 Celtic. 58 minutes gone. And ironically, the opening goal for Celtic comes when Rangers were trying to counter-attack down the other end. That's a sign of the quality of Martin O'Neill's side. Chris Sutton did awfully well to get above the 2 defenders. Hartson's finish was clinical. Well, it was Thompson's ball towards Chris Sutton. He had 2 defenders to get around. 1 touch from Hartson on the chest. And that's a fantastic finish. There's Martin O'Neill's reaction. He knows how important that goal could be in the context of the championship. Hartson with a priceless goal. Now Rangers have got to come out and play. There's no 2 ways about it. They've barely created a chance in this game. And they need to change that, and quickly. A free kick though, given against the visitors. And the Celtic fans in fine voice, they believe the title race is not dead yet. Here's another look at Hartson's finish. Great control on the chest, and Stefan Kloss had no chance. And he wants the ball again, you always do when you've scored. There is Hartson, not sure he got a touch on that. Sutton has peeled off left and wide. Amoruso snapping at his heels. Sutton happy to hold and wait for Thompson. Tries to cross with the right foot. It's a low one. Sutton's in there again. Ball's bobbling around, and the right foot shot is only inches wide from Stilian Petrov. Oh, the ball was really bobbling around the Rangers penalty area. Neil Lennon it was with the shot. Leicester City midfielder, and of course now formerly of Northern Ireland, doesn't play for his country anymore after being subject to some sectarian abuse due to his Celtic connections, which is sadly still a feature of this great game between these 2 clubs. Strong challenge by Lennon in the midfield. He's evaded the challenge of Rickson as well. Hartson, first touch, Sutton just couldn't dig it out from underneath his toes. Another swift counter-attack from Celtic. Barry Ferguson wants to edge another 10% out of his teammates. They're getting caught in possession too often, our Celtic. Sutton just couldn't control the ball. Hit his standing leg, in fact. Better from Rangers. Substitute Stevie Thompson, formerly of Dundee United. He's been thrown on in place of Bonacel as Alex McLeish tries to give his side a bit more of an attacking thrust. Bulgarian equal to the task on that occasion. Russo's come forward for this rare Rangers counter-attack. Craig Moore's up as well. No shortage of big men. Douglas will need his wits about him. Not too much to do in this game. McCann takes the corner short. Chips into the box. Oh, it's a very choreographed attempt by Rangers. And now Celtic have a chance to break away. It's 2 against 2 here. Here's Sutton on the right-hand side. Thompson steaming forward. Is Lambert! Oh, could and should have been 2-0 for Celtic. Well, all that seemed to happen in slow motion. Lambert came steaming forward. Sutton pulled away to the right-hand side. Rangers were really short on numbers. Ball in just half a yard in front of Lambert. Otherwise, that surely would have been game over. Credit to Lambert, though. Still having the engine to get from box to box at his age. Knizia come off the bench for Arteta. Celtic showing they can do the defensive work as well. Ferguson with the chip towards the edge of the box. Bobo Baldo with a header. Thumped upfield. And anywhere will do at the moment for Celtic. Rangers have come back into this game in the closing moments. As indeed they had to. Arveladze. Now Rickson. Back to Arveladze. Gets the shot in. Good stop by Rab Douglas. Well, he needed 2 bites of the cherry. Celtic defenders just stood off him for a moment. Douglas probably saw that late. His critics says Rab Douglas, but saves Celtic on that occasion. Rickson again. Knizia runs into a green and white hooped wall. Rickson back in the penalty area. Picked up by Lovenkrantz. Knizia. Every time the Argentine gets the ball, there are 3 Celtic defenders around him. They're really battling hard to protect this lead, but they've conceded a free kick now through Valgaeren. Arveladze, the man chopped down. This may be Rangers' best opportunity. It's a fair distance, though, from Rab Douglas's goal. Once 4 men in the wall, if I can lip read correctly. Renzo Amoruso is stepping up to take it. 29 metres from ball to goal. As Mike McCurry gets the Celtic wall back the requisite distance. Amoruso can hit a ball. Just going to be teed up for him. Is this the defining moment of this game? It's Amoruso. Oh, and a fine strike. And a fine save from Rab Douglas. Well, he saw it all the way. Danger still not clear. It is now. And there's that Rangers' best opportunity gone. Well, Amoruso hit it with some venom. It was moving in the air as well. And Douglas, who's been a villain on more than one occasion for Celtic this season, has made a couple of fine blocks in this game. And he beats it away from the danger area as well. Brow on the face of the Celtic manager. Quick check of the watch. Can't be too long left. The Celtic fans think they've done enough. Is John Hartson's goal going to be enough? It is. The final whistle blows and Celtic fans celebrate. They've won this game by a 1-0. John Hartson after 58 minutes, and that moment proved decisive. The race for the Scottish League title is on again. The gap cut to just 3 points. Those Celtic fans call this place paradise, and heaven has a green and white hue here today in Glasgow. It's finished. Celtic 1, Rangers 0.